delicious one.
Right now, you can get any size of our new groovy fries and groovy sauce for $1. Wait, who get the small? Okay, that
there we
makes no
go.
sense. Get any size groovy fry for $1. Live green, eat Sonic.
Oh, we just missed about like a quarter of the fucking race. Not that much, but a lot. Feels like it. We didn't miss anything though. Shit was causing issues. Not dealing with that.
The race for the million is on. Powerball, the official lottery.
Shit was causing issues, so I ended the stream because it was fucking literally nothing else I could do. And then I tried to restart it, and it just didn't work.
And get a free adjustable base upgrade with an Align by Ashley Sleep mattress purchase. Only at Ashley. Shop more deals in-store and online.
The Brickyard 400 presented by TPG is back.
But we're back now.
Returns to the big 2.5 mile Indianapolis Motor Speedway Oval. Plus, with the Nascar Xfinity Series, Pennzoil 250 presented by Advance Auto Parts, and new infield camping opportunity. This is a 30th anniversary celebration you have to see to believe. Don't miss Brickyard Weekend, July 19th through the 21st. Buy now and save at IMS.com.
Under 60 laps remaining in SciAps 200 from here in New Hampshire. And Hine in that 26, now trying to hang on to the spot as Sammy Smith is trying to take it away. But it was the 98 of Riley Herbst that has lost the most positions, battling for position with that 26.
These guys were having a really good battle and a little bit of contact off the corner. That allowed Riley to get alongside. But you can see where Riley is. He actually ended up losing a couple spots trying to make that pass on Corey Hine.
58 to go in the race. Getting to that point, remember they can run about 80 on fuel. So from the last pit stop around lap 93, no one can make it to the finish at lap 200. That'd be well over 100 laps. So, you know, I think teams can run probably 30 more laps. The question is, will they? It's not a huge advantage for new tires with traffic, but in clean air, clean racetrack, single file green flag pit stops, I think you're going to pick up 7, 8, 9 tenths of a second a lap. So when you see how close the field is, Cole Custer with a 3.5 second lead, he can be a little conservative and wait for the cars behind him to stop, not lose the lead if he comes the next lap. But if you're Bell, Bonsignor, Smith, Creed, the other Smith, both Smiths, Hine, Merritt, you know, do you try to jump and leap the guy in front of you by coming early? Now the trick is, you know, you see all these cars sliding around, all these close calls. It only takes one of those close calls to turn into a car backwards, and you can kind of be the wrong side of it. So we'll see who is aggressive on the pit call. Does that force the issue if it's Christopher Bell? Well, that's the advantage. Custer knows he has 3.6 seconds, so he definitely shouldn't come first. There's no reason. He's earned the right to wait having that lead. So I think he can sit and just kind of wait 2, 3 laps at the most. I wouldn't want to go more than 3. I really wouldn't want to go more than 2 because unlike most tracks, when you go out on cold tires, it doesn't. The first corner isn't magical. You know, you just don't fire off. You actually maybe slip and slide for a couple laps. And if you put your driver too much of a risk, like if you call Custer as the 1 of the 98 are in a duel right here.
So I think I'll just combine both these videos together, both these streams together, and re-upload them. I think it'd actually be even funnier if I put like an off-air screen to like fill the time that I was off air. I think it'd be kind of funny.
Compared to the leader 31.74, so about a half a second on tires.
And that's for Sieg, who I don't think quite has leader pace. So I think Custer, I will assume he's going to pick up even more speed, probably 8 tenths of a second.
Yeah, you have to remember there was no practice, so the teams really don't know how much tires are worth. And everybody on pit road just watched Ryan Sieg make that pit stop. Right there, he was 3/4 of a second faster than the leader. So there is speed in putting on tires.
Yeah, Custer's fast lap of the race is almost 1 second faster than he's running right now. But like I said, he can sit and wait. I think it really comes down to Bell. Also, Bell not running for points makes his gamble a little bit easier, maybe.
Now, when you come down pit road before everybody else trying to get those new tires on early, you expose yourself to the caution coming out at the wrong time and being a lap down.
Jeff, give me the challenge for the 19 of Bonsignor. Not a lot of green flag pit stops and modifieds. When you look at pit roads, how would you rank New Hampshire?
Well, I think the key to that is, I don't think it's a difficult pit road to get on, as there's a great battle continuing between the 1 and the 98. However, the lack of experience, we just saw him lose time going down pit road. There's an art to getting on the pit road, maximizing that pace, not get caught speeding.
So yeah, Custer's by far led the most laps today. He's at 90 right now.
So if he does a good job, it will be because of all the work he did in the simulator. And here comes Christopher Bell.
Bell on pit road now. So Marty, Christopher Bell trying to force the hand of Cole Custer.
Yep, Steve called it. 51 to go. Christopher Bell comes to pit road. He said he needs to turn better on exit, but mid-corner is where he needs the most help. So a few other cars coming down pit road as well. So he was 3 seconds behind Custer when the stops happened, Kim. We'll see if he can gain some time here.
Other cars making stops, including Riley Herbst, already on the left side for fresh Goodyear tires. He said the balance is okay on entry, then it gets loose as the leader, Cole Custer, comes in. The main chatter on the radio for him has been, where is Christopher Bell running? The team said, you're doing with your lap something very similar to what Christopher is doing, just a little loose firing off for Cole Custer as he hopes to regain the lead when he gets back on track. Marty.
So let's see how Justin Bonsignor does under his first green flag stop here in the Xfinity Series. He said the car was really good, and honestly, one of the best cars the longer they ran. We'll see if he can gain some track position. Came in third. Also, you see up front of pit road, Corey Heim coming in. Said his car struggling on exit. And Austin Hill had some really good long run speed, but he too, a little bit too tight the later they ran.
So everyone's making their green flag stops now.
Remember, he said they felt like they were a third to
trying to
fourth place car during that last run. Needed to make adjustment. You're seeing it right there.
Split the final run in half.
No feel in the front end of that race car as they continue to make surveys for fresh Goodyear tires, snow coat fuel. Marty, service continues. Looks like maybe a problem on Corey Heim's car.
Yeah, they've had a long time here trying to get the left front on Corey Heim's car. Again, came in running top 5, and then they set the car down on the gun there, and he leaves with that under the car. So that was a big long stop for Corey Heim and his race team. Sam Mayer also came down pit road as well. Sheldon Creed just a moment ago, but Corey Heim wants a ton of track position here, Rick, on that pit stop.
Yeah, when they dropped the right side, it looked like they set it on the hose, and then the rear tire changer had to come to the front because they couldn't get that gun free to go over and do the front tire.
It's been the longest green flag run of the day, about 25 minutes now.
Right here, that the tire change is pulling on the hose because it is sitting under the right front tire. So you see, he kind of goes back and forth, but he doesn't have an option. So the rear tire changer comes up and takes the tire off. So this is all we're just waiting on the left front. The issue probably happens when you run out to the right side of the car. If you get your loop in the wrong spot, it can land underneath the right front tire. Watch this, Jeff. You talk about entrance.
Well, this is just lack of experience. And Justin trying to get to pit road as quickly as he can, and
yeah, he definitely got a penalty there.
Completely out of control. And that, you know, that's again, it's just lack of experience. He was a second behind this 20 car when they pitted.
Yeah, we haven't heard of any penalties as of yet, as we still have quite a few that need to come to pit road for their stops. The top 7 still need to come to pit road.
Yeah, so we just said he was a second behind the 20 car when that pit stop started. Now he's 4 seconds behind. So, you know, that's track position. Just, again, it's just all these little things that he just doesn't have familiarity with.
And the leaders, or the ones that haven't pitted, you mentioned, Rick, what's their plan? Well, they're hoping right now we'd see a yellow 62 laps on this fuel run. If we assume they can go 80, we'll say they can go make 20 more. Maybe we've had some yellows in there. I like this call for Carson Qual. We'll let him lead the race. Let him get a little feel. He's done a really nice job behind the wheel. Maybe you get lucky, get a caution. Remember, this is the 88. We don't see this car number all the time. Behind him, the 9 of Brandon Jones. You would think, man, he needs to be conservative and score points. I actually like this. I think the 9 needs to quit worrying about points. We're looking for not a Hail Mary, but let's take some risks, take some gamble, see if we can get a little bit of good luck to go our way.
Alex Bowman, because of this strategy, is currently in the 3rd spot. Highest he's been in this race. Again, starting way in the back to start this race.
Yeah, think about Retzlaff. He had that penalty to start the race. He was a lap down, like a lap 5. He's recovered all the way to 6th. And while he's 16 seconds behind and a pit stop is going to hurt him, he'll lose a lap because of where he's running. If he gets a yellow right now, it changes the entire complexion of the day. There's only currently 13 cars in the lead lap.
Kyle Weatherman running in the 4th spot in this 91.
See, drive smart on the quarter panels, nothing on the hood. I'd love to see a partner join up with Kyle Weatherman, give him the support. You know, there are times, Jeff, where, you know, it's hard in this series to try to understand kind of what they have for equipment because there is a variety of equipment. But it seems like Kyle always gets kind of the best. As now we have the 88 up 3rd lane. Looks like the tires are up, maybe just a wiggle in corner entry.
Yeah, probably a lot of buildup on the tires. You know, tires are hot. You get up out of the groove. It picks up all that debris. Now no pace whatsoever. Let's see what happened. 98, he's on new tires. Yeah, I almost feel like that's a trap you get caught in sometimes. When you have older tires and people around you have newer tires, you drive in the corner with them and now you're going too fast. Like you do not have the pace that they have because they have newer tires. Looked like he just got in a little bit too deep.
So you see right there, it's Quabble, Jones, Bowman, Weatherman. Let's not forget, there you go. Custer, first car of the cars that can make it. He's leading the group that can make it to the finish. Bell back in 8th is next, and then Smith in the 81. So that gives you an idea when we see the final few pit stops. Custer should be the leader of the race unless we get a yellow before.
Bonsignor has dropped back to 5th of those cars that have already been on pit road. We'll see if he can grab a couple spots, but the laps are winding down. Only 41 still to go with Carson Quapple out in front.
It's so easy to get your windshield replaced using Safe Light. Tell the people why you haven't done it already, my man. It started off as a chip and grew into a crack, and it just keeps going. So what do we do now? I went ahead and scheduled an appointment online at safelight.com. Told them to meet us here at the beach.
Let's get started.
Oh, Safe Light repair.
Safe Light replay.
Yeah! Schedule free mobile service at safelight.com.
The Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills. Should you become stranded, be ready to signal rescuers.
How long have I been out here?
About 12 minutes. Head for the mountains.
When I take the bike out like this, all my stress is just melted away.
I hear that. This bad boy can fix anything.
Yeah, tough day at work. Nice cruise to sort you right out.
When I'm riding, I'm not even thinking about my painful cavity.
Oh, you shouldn't ignore
And
that.
every time I get stressed about having to pay my bills, I just hop on the bike, man.
Oh, come on, man. You gotta pay your bills.
You don't have to worry about anything when you're protected by America's #1 motorcycle insurer.
Well, you definitely do. Those things aren't related, so.
Ah, yee! Oh, that is a vibrating pain.
So, how long have you lived here?
40 years.
And how are the restaurants around here? Are they good, bad, meh? What's the average household income? Is there a mall? I don't know, a hair salon? Where do you get your hair done?
You go move away.
I'm sorry, it's a lovely neighborhood.
RC, we gotta go.
I'm coming.
Got 17,000 for parks to visit.
You want to give me a hand?
We bring you the best neighborhood info.
Ding dong.
Homes.com.
The Olympic Games are coming. But first, the best American athletes have to make Team USA. The U.S. Olympic Team trials on NBC and Peacock.
And that pit strategy that has Carson Quapple up front. We will see them on pit road shortly as Quapple and Jones still the pit. We see Parker Retzlaff on pit road now. Alex Bowman is coming off of pit road after his stop.
Bowman just pitted.
Yeah, just finishing up service there. They were hoping for a caution. Crew Chief Greg Ives said early in the run, we are going to run it long. We have not been able to take this car anywhere, hoping for a caution. They didn't get it. They brought him down. Alex said it feels like he's just battling the race car way too tight, so they did make an adjustment as he blends on. And they had an uncontrolled tire during that stop, a slower stop early in seat time, Marty, to help him in tomorrow's Cup race.
Oh, Bowman got a penalty.
Yeah, that is kind of insult to injury for the 17.
That sucks.
Now we see the 9 come down to pit road. Marty.
Steve, agree with you. Why not try and stay out there and see if you can get something to fall your way for Brandon Jones and this race team. But overall, after a
rough day for Alex Bowman.
3 straight weeks of DNFs, this has been a solid day for Brandon Jones at one of his better racetracks. Trying to play a little bit of strategy, but they do not get it to work out for them. Carson Quapple also coming down pit road. He's been so impressive in his start so far this year. He still has 4 races left in this 88 car. Coming up, Indianapolis will be the next start for Carson. He's run just outside the top 10 for much of the day here, coming for his final stop with 33 to go.
This is a hard... Junior Motorsports has the extra car with the 88. Hendricks here with the 17. There's a lot of pull on the pit crew department.
Oh, shit.
Oh, boy, this is the yellow they were all looking for.
It might have
It's
come
Armani
just a little
Williams.
bit late, though. We see Armani Williams spinning and bringing a
Caution is out. So that was a 34-minute green flag run there.
Under
Pretty long
32
one.
laps to go.
The right front is flat here. Keep it on the bottom here. Get all the way to the bottom.
Right rear flat as well.
Normally in Xfinity Series racing, we would think the leaders would be done because they put 3 sets of tires on, but with no practice, they have an extra set. We'll see if anybody decides to use them. The 6 making his way back around. No interliners here at the short track. That's why the car
Rough
sits so low.
debut for Armani Williams.
You just called it a short track.
It is to me. I don't think what the words up. I know it's 1 mile.
That's why you saw the surprise in my face.
I know they say it's, I know they do it by track length. But as an old school crew chief, you run a short track car here. You run brake ducts here. You don't run interliners here. So everything seems like a short track.
Here again, the reason for the caution. This is the 7th of the day.
It's really late in the corner to get that boost. In contact with the inside wall. Well, no contact.
Slid right through the opening.
Oh, look. The flat spot. Oh, here it comes. I really had to hit it somewhere. But, so you said it. So now this caution came out. So you've got all those guys that just pitted, with brand new tires.
Well, so currently scoring as Quapple on the lead lap in 16th, the last car with the newest tires. In front of him, take a say of Ryan Sieg. He pitted at lap 142. So, I think some will pit just because there's, you're not going to lose any spots. If you're Parker Klingerman or Love or Allmendinger, you're basically at the back of the lead lap now. I would come put my tires on because say we run 10 more, this would be my last. There's no reason to save them with 31 to go. And that will cycle the 88 up. I don't think the leader would come. Wow. So they think tires are a big value.
Wow, so Custer's
I would
pitting.
stay out.
So a lot of people, a lot of people are going to stay out now. This is really going to shake things up.
Kim.
And as you see, Chandler Smith interested because originally they were not going to bring him down pit road. They did elect to bring him down, put fresh Goodyear tires. Cole Custer there in the middle. Jonathan Tony said, we have 17 laps on this set of tires. That's about where they start to tank. I think we're best off if we take 4 fresh Goodyear tires. A little tight for Cole Custer, Marty.
Crew Chief Tyler Allen made this call for Christopher Bell on the bottom of your screen because Bell said, I don't know, I'm just not nearly as connected as I was earlier and nearly as connected as I need to be. So Bell needs a much better handling race car. The 4 fresh Goodyears will certainly help out. But Steve, how about this call for all the leaders to come to pit road here with 30 to go? The extra set certainly helps out.
The extra set of tires, a couple cars stay on the racetrack, the 2 and the 88. So brand new tires will be 3rd on back. 30 to go. The shootout is here, Rick. I know there's been weather and a lot going on, but you are in for a treat here. This is going to be an exciting finish.
Looking forward to the final 30 laps here in New England.
It's so easy to get your windshield replaced using Safelite. Tell the people why you haven't done it already, my man. It started off as a chip and grew into a crack, and it just keeps going. So what do we do now? I went ahead and scheduled an appointment online at Safelite.com. Told them to meet us here at the beach.
Let's get started.
Oh, Safelite repair.
Safe Light replays.
Yeah! Schedule free mobile service at safelight.com.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace. Ashley Stars and Stripes mattress sale is going on now. Don't miss these mattress hot buys, now only $7.99. And get a free adjustable base upgrade with an Align by Ashley Sleep mattress purchase. Only at Ashley. Shop more deals in-store and online.
Ready to switch? Break up with wipes. Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water. Micelles cleanse like a magnet without harsh rubbing. Tested to remove waterproof mascara better than the leading wipes. 9 out of 10 wipe users would recommend Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water by Garnier Naturally.
Steve, you mentioned it. This changes everything. Jesse Love and Carson Waffle, they will restart 1-2.
Biggest break is for Quabbel. Jesse Love gambling a little bit here. He put her a lap 150, so he's got a fair amount of laps on his tires, 22. Quabbel essentially, it says 5, but almost 0 green flag laps. As soon as he came out of pit road, the caution came out. So he is essentially starting like on scuffed tires, and that's a best case scenario at this racetrack, being able to have a little bit of scuff, a little bit of heat in that tire. Great call by this team to put him in this position.
He started last. I don't mean like really bad. I mean last. The last car in the starting grid because qualifying rained out. So,
and Quappel has really such a limited amount of time behind the wheel. This is just his 4th start in the Xfinity Series this year. But as you guys mentioned, a 4th place and a 2nd place finish in his first 2 starts. So now in a great position as they will come back around and be 27 laps to go.
He has a lot of racing experience. He ran at short tracks all over Virginia.
Yeah, Jesse Love's up front, but Carson Quappel with the fresher tires.
Intimidated with this late race.
Cole Custer with the even fresher tires.
How
But
about the call by Patrick Donahue to give Parker Clearman just 2 tires? Originally, when they
I really don't know how much more
4 tires up,
3 laps will be even when, especially when like a few of those are under caution.
To take 2 for Parker. Remember, he told us yesterday in our practice and qualifying coverage when he was on pack that his goal before the Olympic break was to be 7th in points. How do you do that? With good finishes, gained a lot of track position with that call.
Twerk.
now he has to try to keep it on the restart, which is tough for everyone in the field.
Looking at Patrick Donahue there.
I'd love to.
All right, if you're the 2, is it an obvious? You got to take the outside of the front row, right? The outside just fires so much better.
You have to take the top. The outside, as you said, always leaves the restart zone with much more speed. You have to take the top. The question is, what does Custer do? Right? Because he knows that 2 is on old tires. He goes to the top, Custer goes to the bottom. That is an interesting call.
But he believes that Quabble's going to, even though he's in the non-preferred starting line, he thinks we get down to 1, the 88's going to have more grip.
That's exactly what he's thinking. Marty.
Let's chat with Danny.
So we're getting the 1 to go here.
Reason to make this call and leave him out, Danny.
Well, we're going to run about 15th today. There's about a half a tenth to a tenth of fall off in that run right there. So I think we can net gain. I'm sure we're going to bleed, but we're going to have a net gain, I hope. So
Sometimes that's the battle, Steve, right? It may not be to win the race, but they were running about 18th. To Danny's point, why not make this call?
The best way to call a race to admit what you have. You know, Danny Stockman didn't make any excuses there. We were going to run about 15th. I mean, what happens if it doesn't work? You run 16th? There's only 16 cars in the lead lap. I love the game. Why not?
Yeah, the whole move right here for Jesse Love. Number 1, get a great launch. Leave the restart zone with good speed. Then you have to carry a lot of speed into 1 and hope it's 6. The great question is, behind him is Christopher Bell. What is his play? He knows Love is on old tires. Is he going to try to pop him 3 wide, or is he going to try to split the middle?
What I heard in that explanation is hope it sticks. Driving into 1 and hope it sticks. We're about to find out. A little bump there.
Back green. 26 to go. Jesus Christ. Damn, I can't believe that worked.
To accelerate and get clear. Now just put the laps together.
So yeah, Carson Quappel has the lead.
Cole Custer fighting for second right now on that 0-0. Jesse Love up the racetrack. He falls back to 3rd. Now Carson Quappel. Can he hang on to it with the older tires? 25 to go. 3 wide for 3rd. Jesse Love now with the 20 on his inside. C. Bell trying to take that spot away. Oh, and the slide behind him. Looks like Chandler Smith goes
Trouble.
around.
Chandler Smith's around.
Hold your line. Don't roll. Hold your line. Hold your line.
And the 8th caution has come out.
Get it rolling.
Chandler running in the 5th spot.
Yeah, watch the
He got
final,
sideways.
I think, inning and a half
And
of the
another
Rick Whitfield
restart.
game.
That's what we talked about, Rick. How
I was gonna
difficult
stream it,
restarts
but then
are.
I went to the
Everybody's
Syracuse
really
Mets game with
aggressive,
Dom.
especially late in the race. There it is, Chandler Smith underneath the 18. Sheldon Creed. Yeah, just
Eastern Michigan unveiled
hard
Crosby
racing, really.
Field.
Oh.
Contact made, but it was only the 81 of Chandler Smith that goes around, bringing the caution out for the 8th time. We'll have a choose and a restart when we return. And Doug.
Meanwhile, someone needs to customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. Let's fly. Chief, I thought you were right behind me. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
It's so easy to get your windshield replaced using SafeLight. Why don't you just get it fixed? All right, so what do we do now? I've scheduled an appointment at SafeLight.com. Come with me here at the beach.
Schedule free mobile service at safelight.com.
SafeLight repair, SafeLight replace.
You get better when you're not blamed for a condition you can't control. You'll get better when your pain isn't minimized, dismissed, forgotten. We will never stop trying to get better. Because when medicine gets better, all of us can get better.
A message from the Sauk Department of Research and Deliciousness.
Right now, you can get any size of our new groovy fries and groovy sauce for $1. Wait, who get the small? Okay, that makes no sense. Get any size groovy fry for $1. Live, breathe, eat Sonic.
Before we start our engines,
Thank all the veterans and those that are serving today.
before the green flag flies,
You can see what we love because of the sacrifices that were made by our military heroes.
we stop, we listen, we look to the skies. The awe-inspiring roar and thunder. To all those near and far, home and abroad, we thank you, and we salute you with a little noise of our own.
Closing in on the final 20 laps of racing from here, New Hampshire Motor Speedway. The SciAps 200. Carson Quapple trying to hold off Cole Custer, who has led the most laps today at 94. And that last restart, we were wondering what happened with Jesse Love. Well, here's what happened.
Here's a great shot. Jesse Love on the outside. He's the control car, meaning he's got to fire. As soon as he gets in this restart zone, he can fire at any point. He goes right there, but then the 20 of Bell gets into the back of him, trying to push him. And when he does, it picks the rear tires off the ground, and it no longer is accelerating. And that allowed the inside lane to get going.
Tight shots there from the 20 of Seabell. All right, so if you're Carson Quapple, what do you need to potentially get to victory lane here? Well, listen to the pep talk.
I don't know. I just got to settle down and put some good laps up. Just like ever. Calm it down. You've been in these positions all over the country with the car store, and you whoop their butt every time. You can do it.
I love that. You know, take him out of something he's never been in, right? Don't let him think this is the Xfinity Series, it's big. It's just another race. And you've done this multiple times. Cars Tour is really competitive racing. You beat some of the very best in that business. Go do it here. And that just puts him in his comfort zone.
Riley Herbst's is just their late model is producing talent. Right? I mean, Josh Berry came through their late model. Now they have Carson Quapple in it.
So yeah, Carson Quapple finished 4th at Martinsville, 2nd at Dover, and 19th at Darlington. So this is his 4th career race in the Xfinity Series.
You have to. If you're a Custer, I think you have to take the front row.
He ran one race in the Truck Series, Bristol last year.
Did you, Andrew? But what did your driver learn from Dover when he finished 2nd there that might help him here?
He just learned to be more committed to what these restarts are going to be. He's trusted in our system the whole time. This whole clearance group has been awesome.
What's this, Jaden?
We've done a lot of work with getting him on the simulator. We've had a car that's as fast as Xfinity. We didn't have track position. They just had to do something different.
Oh my god, dude, that shit's... Someone... Just imagine that. Just imagine having to fucking deal with that.
When you sit on top of the pit box, what can I do to quote Kentucky? What can I do to put myself in
That's awesome, dude.
That's what the 88 did. Very nice job. Now we'll see if the young man behind the wheel can get a great start with Custer to his inside and Bell behind.
How big of a deal would it be? The driver of the 88 could find victory.
Back green.
Up through the gears they go.
Really great work by the 88 to realize the 20 was looking 3 wide middle. He still
oh, round goes the 19. And wow, a few other people.
Also involved here.
The question is, did the 00 of Custer get by Quapple before this caution happened to take the lead?
There, just a reminder, though, as we see damage on the hill machine as well. It's really simple for NASCAR. This decision just goes back to the loops. What happens is when the caution comes out, it basically fields the freeze to the let me try this again. Freezes the field to the previous loop. It's electronically done. As we see Bonds Jr. still sitting there. So NASCAR will just go to the lineup that the computer says. This isn't a camera situation. That's only to determine the finish of the race.
Well, the computer says it's Custer, so.
Bonsignor is not going to be indicative of how good of a job he did. Ignore the finish. Great work by him today.
Tried to block there. Went down in front of Sammy Smith. Maybe got a little help there, sure enough, from Sammy to go around, and Sam Mayer was right there as well.
Well, I'm not so sure that Mayer didn't get into him. Watch this. Watch the one car. I don't know. They're just all followed up there together. One car came in later. They was already into the back of the 19. Restarts. Here you go. Here's this battle. Great shot.
So you see right there, the 00 is pretty clear of the 88. The NASCAR saying the 00 was the leader, so there's obviously a loop line somewhere off turn 2 there that will score him the leader on board with Mark Klitterman. All right, so
the yellow lights blinking there.
Yeah, so this is what it looks like, right? So there's a loop basically here in the middle of the corner and one here on exit. So it really goes back to, I really think in the middle of the corner, the 88 had already been passed by the 00. So maybe even on exit, right? So you got the 00 leading, it's under green, and then at some point the yellow comes out. Like I said, it's automatic. It's not even really human judgment. The computer says, hey, the 00 passed the 88 and crossed loop X, and then the yellow came out, so it scores it that way.
And that means another restart.
I've argued it for years, Rick, but that electronics, man, that doesn't lie.
So now Cole Custer will continue to add to his laps led as they roll under caution here before they determine the restart order.
So now, if you're Cole Custer, it's almost guaranteed he's going to pick the outside. That's been the move that's mostly worked. But what does Quapple do in that 88? Does he restart on the bottom, or does he restart on the top and try to come out of turn 2 running second, and then try to take the fight to Custer. That's hard to do. It's hard to give up the front row. And I would want him to start on the inside, but you could make a real strategy of, hey, let's start on the outside. Let's get a great start. Let's leave with Custer and then try to go racing.
I could argue the other. I would say
Shalom,
start
Kenneth.
second on the outside. And let's
What's
just see what
up?
happens between Bell and Custer, because maybe they both don't exit turn 2. Maybe this is our chance to sneak on through.
What did we hear last week? Winners take the
I
front
know.
row.
You're right.
Winners take front row. Well, we'll see. The choose will be when we come back, but that's Monsignor around, and the caution comes out again.
Yeah.
Ready to switch? Break up with wipes. Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water. Micelles cleanse like a magnet without harsh rubbing. Tested to remove waterproof mascara.
Austin Hill has
better than the
damage,
leading
and that's
wipes.
kind of
9
funny.
out of 10 wipe users
I don't hate
recommend
Austin
Garnier
Hill.
Micellar
I don't.
Cleansing Water by Garnier
But
naturally.
A message from the Salk Department of Research and
a lot of people
Right now, you can get any size of our new groovy fries and groovy sauce
think he's
for
a
$1.
douchebag,
Wait, who get the small? Okay,
and they
that
kind of have a
makes no
point.
sense.
God damn it, you
Inside
fucking
groovy fries
bitch.
for $1. Live, breathe, eat Sonic.
Skyscrapers in the background and Lake Michigan alongside the racetrack.
NASCAR is coming back to Chicago. A 4th of July weekend festival of music and racing through downtown Chicago's iconic streets. The biggest names in music headline the stage, while the brightest stars in NASCAR chase the checkered flag. The Chicago Street Race Weekend. For tickets and experiences, visit NASCAR.
Jaden, I'm literally was thinking about that right as you commented that. Like, I was literally thinking about that right as you commented that. So, you know, you think of me as dumb, but I have things that I do have thoughts in my mind.
Power you choose is what you choose to do with it. Right now, returning lessees can lease the Ford Explorer for $369 a month for 36 months, only at your local Ford stores.
Ready to switch? Break up with wipes. Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water. Micelles cleanse like a magnet without harsh rubbing. Tested to remove waterproof mascara better than the leading wipes. 9 out of 10 wipe users would recommend Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water by Garnier naturally.
Why do dermatologists worldwide recommend La Roche-Posay? Effective skincare like La Roche-Posay Double Repair Face Moisturizer delivers double action to help repair skin's barrier and provide 48-hour hydration for healthy-looking skin. La Roche-Posay.
And a reminder coming up next on USA, it's U.S. Olympic team trials. Swimming from Indianapolis. Now you see mock-up of the Eiffel Tower there, just outside of Lucas Oil Stadium, where they built an indoor pool. We've seen record crowds turn out, and we'll see who makes that Team USA. Presented by Xfinity, those swimming trials.
What would be your move? I mean, you're a collegiate athlete. If you had to be in the pool, what stroke would you excel in?
It'd have to be freestyle.
Really?
I don't think I could do any of the other ones.
Well, you could do the backstroke.
Not successfely.
Although I just assumed you couldn't do any of them well. I was just wondering which one you would
You
pick.
just said. I think my best bet is freestyle, but yeah, backstroke. That way at least I could breathe. I just don't like to not be able to breathe. So backstroke would probably work.
Well, that takes swimming off the list.
Marty.
Hey, Rick, an innocent bystander in all of that a moment ago was Austin Hill, who they still have not gotten the car fixed quite yet. He said something is bent somewhere, especially in the left front. So that's going to be the focus right now for the 21. But you go
What
back
you think
last
of
week,
yourself,
there was 29
Jaden,
points
you know.
at Iowa. They had tire issues all Saturday at Iowa. And then today, being in this late wreck, they're going to lose 30-plus points today. And that could be, Steve, almost 60 points this team would lose in back-to-back weeks, which would just be incredible. Feels like just a few weeks ago, Austin Hill was leading the regular season championship. As of right now, where they run, he would be 76 points behind.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they just need. They've had good cars. I can't blame it on speed. It just hasn't really gone their way. All right, Jeff, some debate on the choose. Here you go. Bobble takes the front row.
Yeah, I think that was the right call. It's worth discussing, but I just don't think you can give up that front row. And remember, in this regular season point championship, they're also racing Chandler Smith, who you just saw in that spin earlier. So he's all the way down to 22nd as well. So both of the guys, first and second in regular season points, are having a bad day.
And remember what else is on the line. As we were riding along with Christopher Bell, every start in the Xfinity Series here in New Hampshire, he's won. He's looking to make it 4 wins in a row if he can get by these two.
The disadvantage Christopher has is that he's a nice guy. and he's racing, he's racing Custer, who's racing for points. And so, Quaffle's trying to earn his way. He gets a little bit of a slide. But Bell, you can't really go move a guy that you're racing that's racing for points. You got to be a little bit respectful.
Yeah, and Allgaier, third car on the inside, he's had a completely up and down day, and here he is kind of back in position to make something of it.
Jesse Love on those old tires still hanging around at 6th.
Sheldon Creed up there in 5th.
All right, gonna go back green with 12 to go.
12 laps remaining for the Magic Mile. Great launch from Custer. 3 wide for second. Creed on the inside. Here comes Sheldon Creed. And Allgaier making that outside line work as they have shuffled Carson Quaffle back.
That 7 car has great fire-off speed. You see him roll to the outside of the 20.
Caution. Oh, trouble. What happened here?
Haley Deegan in the 15. And that 92 of Nathan Bird. A lot of damage to the back end. Nathan, a 24-year-old out of Litchfield Park, Arizona. This was just his second start. Bird was running in the 35th position.
She's my wife, Jaden. Don't talk about my wife like that. All right. Don't talk about my wife like that.
So take a look at what happened.
It was 3 wide. This is going to be a... 15 definitely hit the 92, but I can't tell from that angle. There was 3 wide there, right? Did somebody get into the 15, or did she just misjudge the corner speed and get into the left rear of the 92? It's big contact either way.
And it was just kind of, everybody battling for the same position. And
what do you think, Jaden? What are you thinking?
His left rear quarter panel, around he went.
Jaden,
so we'll head into the infield care center, get checked out. See a thumbs up there from Bird. And Haley Deegan on pit road to the attention of her crew.
That's a 1-minute suspension. That's fair.
Now it'll be
I wish it didn't delete all your other comments, but it's a 1-minute suspension.
At the front. Double Zero still controls the race, but now Bell will restart second or choose second. We'll see who will actually.
And that I think you deserve.
And Allgaier. So, Creed and Allgaier basically jumped.
And I want you to think about what you did during that minute.
Distance, right? That 7 car.
Remember, we only have like 35 seconds left of it, but
gear temperature at the end of stage 1. I thought they were in a good position for strategy. They kind of went to the back. Then they had a really slow pit stop. Which they're trying to clean that up because they have had great cars. Just maybe a little bit of trouble executing throughout the year, but great cars is what you would want to circle.
Jeff, you mentioned Christopher Bell's a good guy. That might count against him. But now, when he could line up on the inside of that double zero, does that give him a little more room to maybe run aggressively into turn 1 and 2?
Yeah, I think it's exactly what he wants. I mean, obviously, he prefer the outside, but unless he gets a lead, he's not going to get that choice. So this gives him...
Yeah, it kind of was. Well, I just think the whole sequence of events was kind of funny.
Is different than just taking your front bumper and shoving in somebody's rear bumper. So yeah, I think this frees him up a little bit.
Jaden, I don't share personal facts about people.
If he's going to try to win this race. But we saw Allgaier making a really aggressive move. He jumped on the outside.
Because I wouldn't like if they did that to me.
And was working his way forward. So don't count him out either. We're already seeing. We talked about restarts all day long, and now we're showing. We're really understanding why they're so aggressive, why the drivers get up on it and have to make stuff happen, and then the result of that is the cautions.
How did we get here? We'll be 8 laps to go when they come back around. Again, wet weather tires what they ended up going to after they came off the pit road, so they switched over to wet weather tires, and that's the way this race started.
We're not sure what to make of it. We didn't know how it would look. To be quite honest, it looked normal. Wet weather tires worked so well. Everybody looked like they had pretty decent grip. Cole Custer jumped out to an early lead.
Competition caution at lap 10. When the track was drying up, they went from the wet weather tires back to the slicks.
Parker Klickerman, AJ Allmendinger, Riley Herbst, all battling for position. Parker goes around.
Last week's winner, Sam Mayer.
I think when NASCAR, like when they go to the slick tires in those situations, like we saw earlier today and at Richmond, like I feel like they should not go to a caution for that. They should just say like, yeah, you can go to slick tires now, and then let people pit as they wish. You know, I think that adds strategy to it.
Oh. Justin Bonsignor, modified driver, making his first start look great early, running upside the top 5, and just contact. He got spun around. You mentioned it, Jeff. The finishing order won't show as well as that young man did behind the wheel.
Most recent caution coming out for Haley Deegan and Nathan Bird.
I mean, because I've been hearing a lot of people recently talking about, like, and I even heard Denny Hamlin talking about this, like, multi-compounds, like F1 has. I'm really not a fan of that idea. But I do like the damp tire. I wouldn't like a fully wet tire. I don't like the idea of, like, racing fully in, like, pouring rain or, like, you know, even moderate rain at an oval. I just don't think it'd be good. But like with the damp tire, I think it's been proven to be pretty good.
That makes sense. Now, what's the pathway to winning?
It's like I'd be down for them to do that. You know, like have just that kind of like
the 20 car,
strategy instead of like having the
difficult to restart on the bottom.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Side by side into one, Marty.
Let's chat with Jonathan Tony. So, how different is the game going to be?
I already hate you, Jaden. I already hate you, Jaden, because I know you're going to say something about it. So I already hate you. Like, you didn't even have to say anything. I already hate you.
They got Cole Custer on the outside here. Got Christopher Bell on the bottom, one of the best in the world. As far as I'm concerned, 2 of the best in the world going at it right here. So looking forward to it, and like I say, proud of everybody, and see how it turns out here.
Rick, I'll say the rain tires have been run twice in the Xfinity Series. The first time they were run, Chicago. Guess who won that day? Cole Custer. We'll see if he can go undefeated with the rain tires here.
That's pretty great. 2 of the best in the world right here battling it out. It'll be 6 laps to go. Seabell on the inside. Cole Custer on the outside. Custer's best finish here, second.
Going back green with 6 to go.
Second to Seabell. Green flag back in the air. And a great launch by Creed again. Sheldon Creed fighting for that second spot, but here comes Bell. Bell on the inside.
Custer's car did not stick when he tried to go back to the throttle.
Here comes Custer.
Never turned.
Contact made.
Come on, Sheldon. Sheldon's in third. Come on.
Still waiting back there patiently.
Come on, Sheldon.
Now 5 to go.
Come on, my man.
Bell still to the inside. Cole Custer surging ahead on the outside.
Bell's got to make this.
Woo! Contact.
Custer's car is going to get better the longer they run.
Caution. Haley Deegan.
Once again, we see the 15 of Haley Deegan with a
and the
problem.
14.
This time, Mason Massey in the 14 involved too. And look at all of the foam that you're seeing on the racetrack. Door foam, Steve?
Door foam from somebody. I was waiting to see which door was missing. We'll see if it's Patrick Emmerling in the 07. No, both sides are on that one. Somebody's missing panel somewhere. There you have it.
Yeah, Ryan Ellis.
And that door foam sits in between the door skin and the roll cage. It's just an absorbing energy. You hit the wall, you make contact, that foam just takes some of the G-forces out of the impact.
Take a look at what happens. Oh, the 15 just off the racetrack into the door. I think that was the 15.
Yep.
No, there's the 15 coming by there. So it wasn't the 15. Somebody else got into it.
What a battle between the 20 and the 00. It looked like Bell had fallen back, but then
right there, the 00, his car just did not turn. He drove the car in the corner, had to wait forever to go back to the throttle. But now his tires have heat in them. Now they're starting to stick better, and that's why Christopher Bell wasn't able to clear him.
and a great battle for the lead. Another restart coming up. They're still cleaning up in turn 2 right now. There's a little contact we saw between the 8 and 48. Sammy Smith, Parker Kligerman right there. And as you see the truck still out cleaning up, that means overtime. This will be the 8th overtime race this year. The leader at the scheduled distance has only won 2 of the 7 of those previous overtime races.
Don't talk about my wife like that, all right, Daniel?
Same strategy, guys?
Oh, I think so. I think
Custer outside, Bell inside?
Yeah, and I think what Custer's nervous about is what does he need to do different to prevent that from happening again, where gets in the corner, the car does not turn, does not stick. That's Custer's concern. The only thing he can do in my eyes is he's got to make sure he has those tires cleaned up really, really good, all the rubber off of them, as much heat in them as he can get, Marty.
Let's chat with Tyler Allen, first-year crew chief here. And so what advice can you give a Cup Series driver on how he can maybe do that restart a little bit better?
He's pretty good around this place, so I think he knows what he's doing. Just got to get through a few more corners.
So same game plan here, go inside?
Yep, same game plan. He knows what he's doing. Get all his switches right, and we'll see if we can come out of here with a win.
I know Christopher's talked about how good the car was early on. Is it kind of fallen off as the day's gone on?
I don't know if it's fallen off. Some of the guys have gotten a little better. It's been chopped up here the last bit of this stage, so just a few more laps and we'll find out.
All right, Tyler hoping to lead Christopher Bell to staying undefeated here at New Hampshire. He's never lost an Xfinity Series race. Could come down to maybe one more restart, Rick.
Yeah, let's take a look at those 3 wins. It started back in 2018.
Christopher Bell is an exceptionally talented race car driver. He's come up through the Toyota program. Been with Toyota for forever. And this is part of the reason. All the success here. But the development work to get to this point is what's made him so good. On top of just the natural talent that he has.
First 4 starts won by A.J. Allmendinger at the Charlotte Roval. Other drivers that have won their first 3, Joey Logano, Mark Truex Jr., and of course Christopher Bell here.
The other thing I noticed there is Christopher Bell, 29 years old. I don't think he ages because he looks just like he did back in 2018. It was 6 years ago. The guy looks exactly the same.
Exactly. Thank you, Kenneth.
When he first started getting adjusted to asphalt, Toyota had
That's my wife he's talking about.
And, racing around North Carolina, Virginia, and as soon as they put him in one of those cars, he immediately was competitive.
You don't go up to somebody and talk about their wife like that. You don't just go up to somebody and say your wife sucks.
You probably can't say the same for us.
So.
Maybe driving for him is the fountain of youth. Getting ready for the choose again.
How about, Custer Bell, Creed we covered, Allgaier, Quapple hanging in there. We have Kligerman up there on those 2 tires. Well, Ryan C, 7th at 39.
So we do have overtime here.
Really well. Herb's it's been up and down day, all the way back to 9th, even though we had...
Are we getting 1 to go this time?
For the green flag cycle, we have Heim in 10th.
You can see all the cars. The drivers are just swerving the cars around.
So we are crossing the line to complete lap 200.
You want to make sure you're doing that in a clean lane. You don't want to be swerving your tires in a dirty lane and just picking up more of that debris. You've got to get them cleaned up. You see them spinning the rear tires, leaving black marks. It's just trying to clean them up, get heat in them.
Remember Sheldon Creed in the
Did we complete it or are we just on
still
it?
looking for his first ever.
I think when we come to green, that will complete lap 200.
He'll be following Cole Custer into turn 1 on that outside line.
So Christopher Bell has to believe that Custer's weakness is entering turn 1. So what does he need to do? He needs to carry a little bit of extra speed in there. Remember, you're accelerating out of a restart. So you're not going as fast to turn 1 as you are on a normal lap, right? So you actually drive the car deeper into the corner on a restart than you do on a normal lap. What's that limit, though? And that's why the entrance speed is hard to gauge. But we just saw Custer did not hold the bottom. He could not do it. If you're Bell, you have to be assuming that's going to happen again. You've got to nail this launch. If you can enter door-to-door with him, you got a shot.
Again, Cole Custer, the control car. He's on the outside. It's overtime.
Overtime here, pitches.
Bell on the inside.
Gonna have 2 laps to go.
And Creed.
Come on, Sheldon. Green flag. Come on, Sheldon.
Great launch for the 00 of Cole Custer. Here comes Creed.
Come on, Sheldon. You got this. Come on. Come on. Come on.
That will give him options down here in 3 and 4.
Come on, Sheldon.
Get a reminder. If the leader gets to the
You can do something. Bump him. Do something. Do something. Then come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, white flag. 1 lap to go. Come on, Sheldon.
3 wide for the lead. Bell on the inside.
Come on.
Creed on the outside.
No. No.
Fighting back. Down the back.
Come on. Come on, do something, man. God damn it.
Pulling away. Creed running second. Custer is third.
Damn.
He's done it. Christopher Bell. Street wins in the Xfinity Series in New Hampshire.
That was a great finish, though, man. Had me in my feels. Damn, man, that sucks. Damn. Congrats to Bell, though. That was a great finish.
What a race.
What a talent.
A lot of aggression there.
That was a great race.
And Sheldon Creed finishes second for the 10th time in his career.
That was a good race.
Christopher Bell has done it numerous ways as far as finding victory lane, but this is the first ever last lap pass at New Hampshire in the Xfinity Series.
Let's see how it happens. Christopher Bell does not get a great launch. Sheldon Creed on the outside of him does a really nice job of rolling speed, and now he's making forward momentum on the 00.
Yes, now he's running the 00 down, heading into turn 3. It looks like that the 18 has an opportunity. And I love the aggression of the 18. He goes in, he rolls up, but he makes a little bit of contact with the 00. Just a little shot in the bumper right there that kind of moves him up. I mean,
Sheldon's going to get it soon.
That allows him to get 3 wide.
That's right. That loss of speed allowed Bell to be here. And then watch the 00. The 00 just got moved out of the way. So what does he do? He throttles up and says, you know what? You're not winning. A little bit of contact right there. Gets the 18 rear tires, not making grip. Christopher Bell driving away.
I love it. I love both moves. I like the push by the 18. I like the recovery with the 00. And are we surprised that Christopher Bell finds his way through 4th win, and all 4 now, Rick, have a different feel and a different look. Yeah. And then on the radio, sorry you made it hard. He was out of breath. Sounds like he's sitting next to us in the booth.
They have no wins.
What a day for these fans.
Wait, no. Yeah, Riley Herbst does have a win. What do they have in common? They both drive the 18 car.
There's the only two drivers
They both drove it, yeah.
series to win their first 4 starts at a racetrack.
So here's Christopher Bell after his win in the Xfinity race at New Hampshire. A hug from his girlfriend.
Morgan there to congratulate Christopher Bell.
Or is that his wife? I don't even
Morgan's been
know.
there. I talked about him late model racing years ago. She was there then. She's been along with him on this journey.
That's his wife.
Take a few pictures with the checkered flag. And now he's going to search out a fan. And Kim, you're down there with him.
I am. He's running around here like crazy, getting a fist bump from one of his crew members, Christopher Bell. Man, what
I remember the day that Christopher Bell won in New Hampshire. I was really high when that happened.
Series at New Hampshire, but it was hard fought. It was a challenge.
It's like deja vu. It's like watching a previous event that I was at on TV.
How were you able to make that last lap pass?
Just being really fortunate, that's for sure. And you know, I don't know. I feel so bad for Sheldon. He's been really, really close to winning these things, and today he did everything right to win that race. He restarted in the right lane, gave Cole a good push, and then coming to the white flag, he got Cole loose, and that's what opened the door for me. So, yeah, I don't know. This Mobile One Camry was really, really good early in the race, and then once I lost the track position, I was just kind of another guy. So, very fortunate to keep my undefeated streak alive. We got really lucky there.
You have so much talent at this racetrack, but you are the 4th different driver to win in the 20 car this season. What kind of statement does that say about the team that was behind you today?
Yeah, I mean, it's just really cool. You know, Tyler Allen is the crew chief on this thing, and he was my Cup engineer for ever since I got into the 20 car. So I was really looking forward to racing for Tyler.
How many years in a row has the 20 car won the New Hampshire Xfinity race?
So he's doing a really good job.
Because last year it was John Nemechek,
And the weekend is not over.
and then I think it was Christopher Bell a few years before that.
Another win here in that series as well.
Thanks, Kim. And it can't be left unsaid. The successes of Joe Gibbs Racing at this racetrack are unmatched. This time, it's Christopher Bell who's behind the wheel.
Oh wait, no, Justin Allgaier won it in 2022.
JGR team, and 4 consecutive wins in his first 4 Xfinity Series starts here in Loudon. Record time.
You don't have to be in the race to be
It don't matter
in the race.
anymore.
The NASCAR Powerball Playoff is back.
The 58 is going to win in Phoenix.
Oh yeah, but Bell won in the 54 car in
Trip for 2 to the NASCAR Cup Series
2021.
at the Phoenix Raceway, with the grand prize winner taking home $1 million. The race for the
But
million.
yeah, I'm gonna end this shit right here. I think I will end up deleting this stream and the last stream and like editing them together.
It's so easy to get your windshield
But
in
yeah.
place using Safe Light. Why don't you just get
I want to thank you guys for watching. I will not be live for the Cup race tomorrow, as I will be at the Cup race. I hope the weather behaves itself. But I think it does look like it improved for Monday. Let me see what the weather just looks like. Let me just see. Instead of,
0% interest for 5 years with no minimum purchase.
I mean, it's all speculation, but
Only at Ashley. Shop more deals in store and online.
Celebration continuing for the 20 team. And
it looks terrible tomorrow on the Weather Channel.
Will make his way to victory lane here, and while he's doing that,
And Monday looks like we could get it in, but with rain on the Weather Channel. But the Weather Channel is kind of stupid. Let's see what Apple Maps has to say. Apple Maps says, or Apple Weather says, rain up until like 9 a.m. and then it'll stop. And then it'll come back around like 6:30. So that means we should get it in. And then what's AccuWeather say?
You watch the replay, and it went perfectly wrong for us, you know. So just gotta keep digging. I mean, our guys brought a hot rod this weekend, and I'm really excited about what we can do. That was a really fast car. So I think for performance and possibility, just gotta keep gigging. We got the points lead. Just gotta keep knocking on the door.
Did you approach that restart any differently than you had the previous few?
Not really. I mean, I tried to definitely protect the bottom in 1 and 2. It seemed like the 20 and everybody would get a good run on me there, but I just tried to make sure I drove in the corner deep to where he couldn't get me on the entry, and from there, I mean, it was just you're at the mercy of them a little bit, you know. So it just sucks. It just sucks, you know. I mean, to have it ripped away with 2 laps to go is just brutal. But you know, we're gonna keep grinding. We're gonna get one.
Well, Custer winds up third, Kim.
And for Sheldon Creed, this marks his 10th runner-up finish. Let's talk about that overtime restart. Could there be anything?
So for tomorrow, AccuWeather says that there would be rain around 4 p.m. It's kind of a lot.
I thought when I got next to the 00 there,
that's not good.
For the white, that was going to be.
But then there wouldn't be any more, and then it'd be more around 7.
Yeah, I think obviously the 20 got a good run, and we shipped it down.
But then for Monday,
I felt like I was going to stay outside of him, and I think the 00 just was able to stay close enough to me, and me being free on the short run all day, just a little too free there to stay outside the 20. But overall, great day. Proud of everyone at Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota. Made our car better all day. And,
but then Monday, Monday says.
So just gonna keep working hard at it.
Well, AccuWeather says Monday will be kind of tough too. Fuck! Well, we just gotta hope and pray. Alrighty, bitches. I want to thank you bitches for watching.